Hey Jake, you were playing pretty well during your last stint of playing time. So when that's the case, does that make it even more difficult or confusing, I guess, when you get taken out of the rotation?
No, I mean there was also other guys who were playing really well. And coach had a tough decision to make with that, and that's what he chose. But that doesn't make me discouraged or anything. I'm always going to stay ready.
Does that come from maybe being in similar spots and knowing how to handle those situations?
Yeah, I mean I've said it before. I've been through that kind of thing before where I played and then not played and then played again. So I think I'm definitely prepared if that happens again or if I'm in the rotation now.
How about on a night like tonight where, I mean, yeah, the team's a little lethargic, but you haven't played in a few games, and it's a 16-point game in the third. Probably have no idea that you're going to be checked in. How do you go about staying ready for a spot like that so you're ready immediately when your name gets called?
I think you kind of have a feel for the game and how it's going and how we're playing. To see if coach might throw some new guys in there, if guys aren't playing too well or aren't playing hard or something like that. And I think tonight was one of those feelings. And then at halftime, coach actually came to me and said, just be ready. I was.
John, go ahead.
Jake, when you did get in there, what did you really just try to bring to that group, and what did work for you guys to get you back into it as quickly as you did?
I mean, I wasn't really trying to bring one certain thing. I think I was just trying to play my usual game. Play hard, make some cuts. I was happy to make some threes out there for us, which felt good to get me going as well, especially on the defensive end. It wasn't just me. I think that whatever group I was in there with, we were getting stops, we were getting out and running, and making some good plays for us to get that lead back.
This is a team that, you guys were having a tough time with, kind of getting blown out early in the season and losing a lot of lopsided games. Lately, it's been really close down the stretch. What have you seen in the progress of this group? But then also, what do you think it's going to take just to get over that hump to start turning some of these close losses into wins?
Yeah, I think it's a great point. I think that's huge progress. 'Cause I think it would have been easy, early on in the season. We were getting blown out a lot. To say, we're a young team. It might just be one of those years. But no, I think our team just kept working on the little things, which is our defense. I mean, I think our defense has picked up a lot. And yeah, I mean, just like you said, the end of games have not gone our way recently. I think all we can do is just go back and keep watching the films from those games and learn from those mistakes. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is probably going to be getting stopped down the stretch when they really matter the most. I think turnovers have hurt us some games down the stretch. So there's definitely some things that we can control on our end.
You have a history of pretty good dunks yourself. What do you think of Ant?
I think that was one of the best dunks that I've ever seen live. Honestly, it was pretty incredible. I think everyone that was in that arena tonight felt the same way.
Dane.
Jake, when you came into the game, it felt like, if you had an inch, like you were going to take the shot there, and just really being kind of maybe more aggressive to your shot than you were earlier in the season. Is that a you thing, or is that what the game needed?
I would say both. I think that's definitely what the game needed. A spark from us, from anybody. I think for me early on in the season, I wasn't in the right mindset when I was playing out there. When it came to the things I was good at, which is just playing aggressive, cutting, slashing, getting out and running. But I think when I was playing recently, I was getting back to myself and playing well and playing the way that I know I can play. So yeah, I think whenever I'm back out there now, I'll be playing that way where it's just running and gunning, making shots, making cuts, kind of getting our team going.
I know you're not someone to make any excuses, but I think it'd be a very human thing to have been distracted at the beginning of the year when your wife is pregnant and such. Was that weighing on you at all at the beginning of the season?
No, I mean I wouldn't say that was weighing on me too much. I think I think, sometimes going into a season, you have an expectation for how it's going to go, and then if it doesn't go that way, those first couple of games, I think mentally I wasn't in the right place, and I think I was able to dig myself out of that.
Jake, are you more comfortable at the small forward spot?
I would say yes, but I mean, I think for our offense, so the 3 or 4 is kind of the same.
But on the other end, especially maybe if you're matched up against a big, I have to imagine that, especially if it's something where you have to work hard, maybe struggle at, that probably also takes away from the other end as well.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. I think for me, if I want to play significant minutes for us, I need to be able to guard 1 through 4 with no problem. I think.
Then you were in a rhythm that last time. Were you confident that rhythm could sustain even a few games later?
Absolutely. I know my game. I think once I kind of get in a rhythm with a certain group out there as well, I'm able to be pretty effective for us.